Hello all, Sabato here. Going to be live streaming on a day that I don't normally live stream on. I will be live streaming on Wednesday, probably about between, again, the same time, 4 to 7 PM for at least an hour, hour and a half, maybe 3 hours like the other day. It all depends really. Today I want to focus on talking about the Thunderstruck event, but also going to be doing farm as well. I want to try and get in Sky Raiders, showing you how to use those, explaining about plunder points as well, and base layouts. Yes, you can see brand new base layout that I designed last night. I had one person attack it, but it wouldn't really attack it through corny testing, and one gunner. I don't know quite what they're trying to accomplish, so I can't really show that replay. So the first thing I'm going to go over with now is a base layout. As you can see here, in my base, you can see parts of sand, but let's do with the ship and the legendary fort. But if I take out an house here, when a storm comes in the event, and it comes in waves every 4 hours, this little patch here is going to leave a drop zone for your opponents to deploy their troops into. You don't want that. And what we do is we start putting our buildings inside the walls, and we also put our I forgot what they're called now. Finger market. It's completely gone off me. I can't remember what it's called. Where has it vanished from me? Decorations. Better say observations and decorations. That's the one. Come on, Steve. Wakey, wakey. Now the problem is, again, if I pull this out here, and you see a sandy patch behind it, so they're going to be able to deploy their troops there. So what you need to do is drop this one tile away from everything. As you can see, I've got one tile between the observatory and the wall, so the greeny patch means that they can't deploy in that area there. But again, if I was to pull this here, you can see the sandy patch behind, and they can deploy their troops in there. Decorations are not as useful as they normally are when we're not inside a storm, but we can still use them a little bit to our advantage. Without decorations, I wouldn't be able to shove the drop zone back another couple of inches from where the flame gate is. So we can still use decorations to our advantage. And again, there is one part of the island where they can drop right next to the wall. They've got to walk a little distance. Also keep in your legendary fort, keep that well protected. Mine's protected, not way protected. I'd think that maybe a Sadie the Goat could take out that, but the time it would take her to take out a level 6 legendary fort would take her absolutely ages. Now, what I also will say as well before I forget is Romeo Boomer. I have said this once before, people think I'm crazy, but when you understand the logic behind it, he is going to be my #1 and go-to man when a storm is raging. The reasons why. Well, let's actually just put him in the legendary fort a second, and I'll show you exactly why. So he's all the way back to the start for me, I think. There we are. Let's get him in there. So when we tap on the legendary fort, and you can't do this when your legendary fort's upgrading, you can't see this little peak here, or should I say perk or buff. So the first one is increase hit points of walls across the island by 26%. Now when a storm is brewing, you're going to lose 25% of the HP of your walls. So this basically makes that null void. Therefore, putting the default stat back on those walls, which is great news. Second of all, increased damage done by cannons across the island by 26%. Now these two stats are dependent on Romeo Boomer's level, which for me he's a level 10, which isn't insanely high, and it's not exactly ultra low neither. And what that will do as well, cannons also, I think it's just cannons, it could be all defences, I'm not quite sure on that one, but I know cannons at least, they have a 25% buff during a storm. So along with boomers, again, let's push the button, 26, let's call it 25%, so now the cannons can do an extra 50% damage. Depending what level your cannons are, I mean, no matter what level they are, they're going to do 50% extra damage. But if they're maxed out, mine are 1 before, so if we push the upgrade button now, so max out cannon will do 55 damage. Another 50% on top of that, we call it another 26, so 70, about 77 damage thereabouts per second, and that's each cannon firing. If you've got 2 or 3 cannons hitting a legendary pirate or a juggernaut, they're going to strip them down pretty damn quick, and that's why we're going to be using Romeo Boomer for the Thunderstruck event. So I've gone over decorations, which I did forget the name at the start. Hello there, by the way, my two viewers. I hope I knows this fat trucker, because he did say he's going to try and tune into this, and it'd be a great thing to finally be here. He hasn't got an account, he's not subscribed, so I don't think he can use the chat feature. I guess we'll find out. We've gone over Legendary Pirates as well. Please go over all of their buffs. And as I said, make sure Legendary Fort is well protected. The closer you can get into the middle of your base, the better. But at least I've got a mortar. Sorry, I've got the pirate wall here protecting pretty well. I've got a mortar there protecting. I've got one bunker protecting there. I've got gun towers, one now, and you've got two cannons as well. So I've pretty much covered my base with Legendary Fort. It could be hit with Sadie the Goat, but it takes such a long time. They'd have like a minute and a half to destroy my base. By that time, I don't think they'd have enough. You don't have to cover my base design. Obviously, it depends on how pirate wall you are. My thinking is I've got one level walls going all the way around. I've got an opening here with a flame gate inside. And then I've got one big square in here with my vital stuff, so the ARRRs for the air and all that want to come in. I've got my two mortars in there, my two grand pounders in there. Again, I can have it on long range or short range. I'm going to short. I think short range is going to cover me, but long range would be perfect with the flame gate. But I don't see them really deploying and coming in that way, if I'm honest. And the great thing about Juggernauts is they're going to go for any buildings, so they're sort of go around in a merry-go-round. And that's why I've got this little section here squared off. Bombers won't, I don't think, even get close to that. But now let's come off this subject. Let's get on to about Sky Raiders and defending against Sky Raiders. Then we jump on about plunder points. We will get raids going. I just want to get through this first because Wednesday is fastly approaching, and there's a lot of people still asking me questions from Pirate Wall 3 to Pirate Wall 11. I get asked questions all the time from Pirate Wall 11s. Have we got a stream here? Low video quality. Come on, sort yourself out. So where's I? Hello there, Carlos. I don't know why my stream sort of started there for a minute and it's completely froze. Where was I up to? Did you hear what I just said? Completely blank my brain now because I was worried about footage. Was anyone able to tell me? FT, if you're watching, can you type to me on my messenger? What was I just talking about? See, my memory is so terrible. I was talking about Sky Raiders, I think. Okay, there's another. You've got loads of people requesting. Yes, I was going to talk about. Yeah, sorry. The tall buildings in the base. So the likes of taverns, legendary forts, guild ship, guild hall, flag, the rocky outcrops, and they can't be seen the rocky outcrops only when a storm is brewing. So when there's a storm not brewing, then you can see the rocky outcrops when you're attacking base. But when not, obviously you can't. So use them to your advantage as well. I didn't know this at the start, or I did, and I just ignored it, and I removed all the rocky outcrops. If you can, and you're still at the stage now, where you're able to leave rocky outcrops as far around this area as possible, perfect. Don't remove them all. Try not to have your base like mine, because it's going to help you more. And I'll talk about wind direction and everything soon. So the point is, if you can get all four corners of your base using the tall buildings, and this goes to gold mines and storages as well. If you can get all four corners done, that's why you can see my silos in there. You've got my academy in there. You've got the lighthouse in there, because there's another tall building, voodoo hut, guild halls there, covering all my angles. I've got gold mines in there as well, storages. So if they try and use Sky Raiders on me, Sky Raiders will fall to the ground. They won't be able to get to my ground pans. You've got the ARRRs in there anyway. The mortars are well protected. And that's why you need to defend your base against Sky Raiders, because they have a buff during a storm, which again I'm not too sure the damage percentage on that, but they are already insane, but with the storm they're even more insane. Right, going back to plunder points now. I just need 1 second to go into the menu. There we go. Okay. Plunder points is based on 1, your pirate rank, 2, opponent's pirate rank, 3, your pirate hall level, and 4 is your opponent's pirate hall level. Then if you are facing against a rumble rival, you'll get bonus plunder points for that as well. So if you're a Pirate All 10 and you 3-star Pirate All 11, you get even more plunder points than you would for facing someone that's a Pirate All 10. And if you don't know what it looks like, remind me at the start of the battle and I'll explain what green reef is, and that's going to be plunder points. Also, you've got to know 1 star is only 10% of the points available on the screen. 2 stars 50%, and 3 star is all the points. Now let's get into raid. Unfortunately, I've still got, I think, I've got bucks, gunners, bombers, and a witch doctor, I want to say. I do want to check that army up. I'm going to get Sky Raiders in so I can show you about wind direction. And it is another way. So you can see the waves. I always use waves as direction. People use smoke from buildings, or they use the flags on the buildings. So if you want to use the flag, make sure the flag, and don't forget to rotate your screen because that's really going to help. The flag is pointing southwards. That means if we deploy from the north, our Sky Raiders start to come downwards. Again, remember, you've got to clear those big tall buildings. Don't forget about the gold mines, just because they look smaller than all the rest of the buildings. They will still knock down those Sky Raiders along with the rocky outcrops. Take those buildings out with a couple of gunners first, then get your Sky Raiders in. Again, I mean, if you look at the waves, you can see them travelling down. And if I come from this angle, you can go, oh, well, you can see them come there. So then spin your screen round, and then you know what way to deploy. So you can find any smoke on my buildings. It might only be for attack only. Now, where is my smoky buildings? There, Builder's Hut, which I find is a lot harder to tell with the smoke what direction it's actually going in. You can just sort of make out it is that direction, but I find that would take too long to find out personally. I would go with the wave direction, or your guild hall here's got a flag, your guild ship, you've got your legendary fort there as well, you've got your tavern, pirate hall. There's just so many big buildings with flags on. You can use flags or the waves, whatever you're comfortable with, use them. That's enough about the Thunder Truck event. Said we are going to use Sky Raiders, but not the first raid. Let's just jump in. I've still got Sadie, probably change her up for someone else. We're going to be looking for loot, might need to drop... Oh, hello. You see that pulse there? That's the brain computing. Shall we take this base on? I do have grog that I need for, I think, the brute and the thief, but other than that, I'm pretty much good for grog. I've got nothing in the academy needs doing other than those 2 troops, and Voodoo Hut not till tomorrow. Maybe we start to focus on a little bit today on getting gold, and if we can get grog as well, that's a bonus. Right, this one I really shouldn't take the base on, because yes, there's a million now, but I've got to get all 3 storages, and that's not be easy. Legendary Fort, we have He Who Shall Not Be Named, and also talking about... Oh no, we've got Boomer. Oh man. What was I thinking? I've got to change him definitely. This legendary pirate, He Who Shall Not Be Named, he was on my Pirate All 4 account. Problem is, the storage is not big enough to get him. So I see him on that account as well. But Madoki was trolling me, so I couldn't get him on that one neither. We're taking out Legendary Fort here. Once that's down, we'll be laughing. Again, you can see this gentleman's pretty much, apart from this corner here, he's putting all these big buildings in the corners to try and stop Sky Raiders. We've got Grand Panner here and one over here. We will try to snipe away this Grand Panner. We're going to run out of time, but as long as we get the loot, don't really care. Got to be careful, this Builder's Hut here could distract my troops. Really don't want that. Come on now, there we go. That's taken care of, perfect. We can come in from this angle now, which is really where I want it to go, because there's 2 gold storages on the left side. Be careful of the shark trap there, that could be a bit of a problem. Let's start clearing some of these buildings now. As I say, we're not going to go for a 3-star, we will run out of time for that. But when you're farming, make sure you get them key pointers down and done. Then you don't have to worry about them mid-raid ruining your plans. Like that shark trap, I'm really worried about that. If I deploy my troops too wide, they are going to go into that location, and that could be absolutely disastrous for me. Got 3 bucks still hanging back. Come on, Voodoo Hut, you need to go down and quick. Another gunner in there, another one there. Got the Witch Doctor in. Can we get our bombers in? Our troops are starting to go through the flame gate. As long as 1 or 2 bucks get swallowed by that shark trap, there's 3 in there, that's fine. Don't mind that, perfect. Let's get our last few bucks in there. We've got 10 thieves as well, forgot about them. Let's pop the guns ability. As soon as we get going through this next layer of walls, use Kaboom there. Hopefully get through that wall. Come on, don't get stunned. Get through the wall. Come on now. There we go. Using thieves. Deploy them real quick, like so. Now push their ability. Now they're cloaked. As soon as they get hit by a mortar or something like that, it will reveal them, and obviously uncloaking them then. That is big problems for us. And after 5 seconds as well of hitting storages or collectors, they will also lose that cloaked ability. Now try to stay with them. That's it. Go on, Witch Doctor, jump over the wall. Let's be smart. Get that bit of gold in there. There we go. Go on, take it all. Grog as well if you can. Got a couple of gunners held back. Most of that gold's gone. That's perfect. We're not going to get that grog. I'm not even going to bother wasting the last 2 gunners. And we haven't done too bad. I did say we're going to run out of time. But we got all the gold that we wanted. I was going for that million gold. I think we... Oh, we did. It's actually 1,046,000. I thought it might have been 946,000. Perfect. And we earn, I don't know, 17,000 grog profit. Not the best. Don't forget, in the Fun Strat event, you need to get them 3 stars. Getting 2 stars gets you 50% of the points. And you all forgot to tell me about the reef points, didn't you? It's right, we can do it next raid. We can do it next raid. We're not going to reorder those troops. I'm going to go for a slightly different setup. We've got to think this one through now. We want to get 8 Sky Raiders. Don't forget, just because you're only limited to Sky Raiders 8 capacity in your tavern, depending on the size of your guild ship, you can request 4 to 10 Sky Raiders. Again, depending on the level of your guild ship. So effectively, you could take 18 Sky Raiders with you to a battle. That is insane. I actually had 10 maxed out ones off of Unique Rebel once, and I went with 18 Sky Raiders. That is crazy. When we was trying out the ARRR when it first came out, that was a lot of fun. The only thing that you can't be donated in this game is aeronauts, because they could be donated to someone that doesn't have an ARRR to defend with. But anything else is game. Especially during rumbles and these events, make sure you got that going. Always love having a Witch Doctor on board. What we're going to go with, guys, help me out, someone in the chat, tell me what troops you want me to go with, and we'll go for it. As long as I've got some gunners, because I need to clear out those buildings. I don't really care too much about the loot. I want to just try and get some good footage of the Sky Raiders in action, and how to use them effectively. If anyone can, please give me a suggestion, otherwise I'll just go for a mix-up of whatever just pops in my head. Fat Trucker, are you here? You must be here. Don't let me down. I'm still waiting for a line message. Are you there? Right, no one said anything. I've got 3 people watching. I'm going to have to get into the action, otherwise they're just going to, I don't know, fall asleep. We're going to go with... we're going to go with the Scallywags. Yeah, we'll go for 25 of them. Don't ask me why we're going for 25. We just are. 25 of those. Let's get a priestess. I want to get a brute in there as well, so we've got some real tactical advantage going on there. Jugs. Oh, you say it now? So instead of Scallywags, you want Jugs? Right. Jugs it is. I want to say 5 Jugs. Leaving us quite a bit of, what's that, 37? 37 capacity. That's quite a bit. We don't want to go with... and we've already got 2 gunners. Ghastly, right, Ghastly Gunsingers. You're really messing up my order here. You're not helping, Carlos. We need bombers. We need bombers to get through those walls. Depending on how hard a base we're going to take on, depends how many bombers you're going to need. So I'm going to have 22 gunners. That's not really a lot. We've got to really depend on those Sky Raiders going to town. We've got to be on point with the priestess. Let's go. We're going to get 9 Ghastly Gunsingers. Not enough slots for the 10. We'll go with 9. That'll make me feel a little bit better. Let's go with that. Let's change Boomer as well. Where is... there we go. Who do you want to see in action today? Anyone in particular? We've got Cornelius Esther. We are not going to be choosing her. If someone says her, you must be joking me. We've got Greenbeard there. We've got Caesar. We've got Sean DeBerry. We have Black Bart. We've got Sadie the Goat, Mac McCracken, Ching Chi, and we've got Captain Tinto. Oh no, I was dreading this. My dog's starting to bark. Oh, I might have to go out and see to him in a second, which means I'm going to have to pause the stream. Tinto, and Qingshi do not work with Juggernauts. Ideally, you don't want to be going, unless you're using the Tinto buff with Ghastly Gunslingers. Qingshi. I had a feeling you'd say that. Problem is with Qingshi, she only goes for defences. If you use her ability and you drag too many of your damage dealers away and they get nailed, go for the defences, because all the defences are going to target them, you could be left with a handful of guns left to try and do the rest of your work. Can go right, can go again horribly wrong. Give it a whirl. We'll see how that goes. Let's jump into this. We've got Qingshi set. Remember about the plunder points. There we go. Perfect. We're not going to attack this base, but this green reef at the top, 653. It's too late. You're toying with me now. 653 plunder points. I'm getting more because of it's a Pirate Hall 11. It doesn't matter about the level of defences, doesn't matter about the level of the walls, none of that stuff. It just goes solely on PR and PH, yours, theirs, and Rumble Rival. We're not in a Rumble, so we've got no Rumble Rivals. Again, because this is a Pirate Hall 10, which is the same level as me, you're going to see 599 at this PR level. So that's a reduction of, what's that, about 54 plunder points. But obviously the higher you are in pirate rank, then the more the difference will be in the two values. I can't show you because I haven't got touch gestures on this app, but it's right there above the cooldown. The sand timer is 599 plunder points. We now need to try and figure out a base to attack, and then try and figure out the Sky Raiders as well. That's not going to be ideal for Thunderstruck event. One of these bases. You see these bases all the time. If you've got the right army, you can go in there and tear it up. We're looking for some decent loot. 700 grand a pop would be nice. Grand Pounder is there hiding, whereas the other one. The problem is they are maxed out defences. That's bunkers, gun towers, cannons. It's going to be real hard to take that on. Don't really want to take on maxed out defences because I wouldn't say we're using the best of armies. We need something a little easier. Again, when you're going to be in this, my chat comes in really late, so when I type it, it shows up on your screen like 10 to... Oh, right, okay, no worries, man, no worries. The bases, when you're attacking in a rumble, or in one of the events that require, like Thunderstruck's going to need these plunder points, you don't really want to attack someone that's 2 pirate halls below you, unless it's plunder time and they've got like a load of resources, because it's not going to get you anywhere in the event quick. I'm going to try and find actually 1 pirate hall level higher, maybe 2 if they're a real bad base. What I mean by that is low level walls, low level defences, and you know you can 3-star them, or at least they're going to be a great 2-star value for you. This base, well, this is exactly what I mean. It's got like Pirate Hall 8 and 9 defences, but it's a Pirate Hall 10, so something like that for a Pirate Hall 9 would be ideal to take on. Pirate Hall 8, I think you could be pushing your luck, maybe. You might be able to take it on, who knows. Pirate Hall 7 definitely wouldn't. Now, the resources are not great. The wave direction is coming this direction. Now, it's been real smart. He's got 3 big buildings and the ship there that I would need to take care of, and he's got a bunker there. The resources are terrible. I don't have much grog, so I would try this base on. Maybe just try and use the Sky Raiders and a few gunners just to show you. Recruit those, and then we go back for a bigger hit with more grog. We're going to use these 3 gunners. Yes, it takes time to take. I mean, you can pop the ability as well early, because it always comes back. So you're probably better off popping that early, especially when wanting to get these Sky Raiders in. As soon as that guild hall's done, then the academy, we are laughing. As long as that gunner's going to be out of range of the pirate hall and the cannon. Now, I know that pirate halls from Pirate Hall 9 and above have the cannons on them, and the ones below don't. So if you're watching, you're not Pirate Hall 9 plus, that's cool. You've got one less thing to worry about. As soon as this goes down, we're going to pop these Sky Raiders in. We're going to target that Grand Pounder. That's exactly where we want to go. Don't just go deploying them super quick. Obviously, the ARRRs come into play. We ain't even bothered about it. You deploy them quick enough and get used to them. ARRRs don't really mean nothing. Got the Sky Raiders. Tap 1. See where he's going to go. Think, right, he's going a little bit to the left. I want him to go to the right a little bit more. And you can see he's roughly heading in the right direction. Tap a bit closer to the island, and he'll survive longer. Deploy further into the base. we've used, this has been our 5th Sky Raider now. No way he's targeting the ship, and there we go. So we've used him to take out a Ground Pounder. If you're quick enough from taking out enough buildings, and you can get, I don't even know where the second Ground Pounder was. Say it was here, then again you would need the wind direction to be right. If it's tucked there, it's going to be a lot harder for you to get in, because they only have a certain amount of time they float in the air for. I think it's about 5 or 7 seconds. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's about it. And that's exactly how you use Ground Pounders, how you use Sky Raiders. Oh, good, I'm glad you're being a good boy. You've come in without me having to yell. Come here. Dogs, you just can't do filming with them. Terrible. 21,400 grog. That's a cheap little lesson there for us. Get onto a streak. As I say, might have to drop PR for us to find those easier bases. I find for me, as a Pirate Hall 9 and 10, the 200 to 300 PR was ideal for me. Even though Pirate Hall 11s, that's enjoying that range as well. Some go up to sort of the 300, 350 mark. All depends on you. And obviously, if you're a maxed out Pirate Hall 11, you can go up to 700 plus, and you're earning 12, 1400 plunder points per 3-star victory. I did initially make this channel to help out other people of a similar level to me and lower. But since talking to a lot of the Pirate Hall 11s that watch this, some of them max, some of them close max, some of them are new, they're all learning something. That's exactly why I wanted the channel. As I say, initially it wasn't for people that was higher than me, but if I can help anyone out, that's my job done. And I do love hearing I've helped people out. It really does make my day. Apart from Fat Trucker, of course. I'm only joking with you. Where are you, Fat Trucker? Come on, you let me down. I need loot. I really am low on grog. These type of bases, if you're going to face these, perfect. If he doesn't move his stuff and the Thunderstruck event comes, you'll need to take out the outhouse there, because that's going to ruin you. So a couple of bucks or whatever you're using, just take them out, and then you can deploy in this big massive strip here. Get into that base, and that base is going to become, well, rendered useless. If you want to be super careful, just take out these buildings here when you take them out. Let the leftover troops come in, take these other buildings out, the outhouses and builders hut, will drop PR, don't matter. And then your troops will, once deployed in here properly, once all them buildings taken care of, the only way they're going to want to go is through these walls and into them defences. Still get the bombers in there. But first you want to get your tanks in there, so the mortars and everything are firing on them and not the bombers. Then you just go and stampede the base. You're going to see a lot of bases like this. They won't bother changing their layout. It's going to work super beneficial for you. Is there anything, any questions out there? I know there's only 2 of you at the minute. And this is a live stream that I wasn't planning. It was unprepared for. And everyone pretty much, I think, knows now Wednesdays and Saturdays is my day to live stream around a similar time. And who knows, at some point I might be able to live stream, which I'd have to stay up super late, but I could live stream, and that would benefit my American viewers more and my Asian viewers more, because I have a lot of viewers from Asia, and I've got some now joining the guild. And by the way, there's 1 slot remaining again. We're super struggling on slots at the minute. Just people want to join, people are leaving, being booted rather, and because they're inactive. And I've got people keep asking, when can I join? When can I join? There's 1 slot left. This base, I'd love the grog. This is where you need thieves. Again, I'm not confident with thieves, and my thieves, and I don't think up to scratch enough for me to start using thieves with Annabelle, but we will go there. Plunder Time event will be the following event after this, and it will be a guild event, which will probably be kicking off a week after the event ends. There you go, there's some useful information for you. So what it is, it rotates between, or should I say alternates between a guild event and solo event. It goes in the same order. Then obviously after the Plunder Time it'd be the sailing again, and so on and so forth. The waves are coming in from west to east, so again, if we spin that round there, you start to get used to it. We could take out, maybe, probably not though, because the gold mine in the way. You got the academy there, but it's a pretty exposed Ground Pounder there and now. We'll try it. I really shouldn't be taking these risks, but we should try it. Right, Ground Pounder. if we can, but I'd just say the wave's coming in. That gold mine's going to be in the way. Can we get that out of the way with gunner? I was about to say ground pounder. I've got ground pounder on the brain today. I don't really want to trigger that too early. Now we've got to concentrate on this ground pounder from this direction. This is a bit of a problem. I need a tank in there. I need some gunners in here. One gunner back here. I need to keep at least 10 gunners. We're not going for the free start again. We are just going for the grog if possible. We've got the ARRR protecting the ground pounder. Pretty clever, but again, I'm not too concerned about that. I really, ideally, want to take out that ground pounder before I come in the other direction, because that's really going to start to hurt. We are not, however, going to take that one out. I don't think in time. Are we anywhere near it? Come on now. We need to get in there. Time is ticking. As soon as I drop them Sky Raiders on that ground pounder, they're going to get melted by the other ground pounder there, because it is on long range. We really need it to come in through the back here. That will trigger onto the training ground first, then potentially go onto observatory, but needs to go down towards the ground pounder. Might even need another one in there. Come on now, we're on a minute and a half, we've run out of time. Take that down for me. Don't go around the long way. Oh man, are you kidding me? Right, we ain't waiting no time. Sib's done playing. Again, use your Sky Raiders effectively. Take those ground pounders out. You can see the ARRR hitting my Sky Raiders. Again, we're going to need one more. Why are you shooting there? The ground pounder's right next to you. Take it out. One more. Well, really? Should shoot that now. Why are you hitting the legendary fault? That's it. Perfect. Go. Deploy the Sky Raiders. Now we need to get in there from this angle. We have to really rush this raid because we've run out of time. Go, 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 go. Get everything in there. Priestess is in. Stun up. Let's get the Ghastly Gunslingers in. Pop their ability. Pop the Gunner's ability. Ching Shi, here we go. We're in for some magic. Time to round up the party. Let's get the Brute in the back here. Try and get the Gunner here. Hoping it will go for the ground pounder. Hoping. Because that's really going to hurt me in a second. As long as we get this grog, I don't care. But we're going to be super quick about it. Come on now. Oh, so you target the ARRR. Are you kidding me? Get the grog. Get a grog. We probably won't. Because most of the gunners are... Hey, there we go. Perfect. Go on, bombers. Yeah, they're targeting defences now. Don't matter if we even get a win. I'm really not concerned. As long as we get a big chunk net grog. 696,000. Yeah, made a profit. Needed a profit. Don't like that mishmash of troops. I find that I don't like using Ghastly Gunslingers when I've got 8 Sky Raiders, because you've got already 8 troops that's a melee combat user. Ghastly Gunslingers, they have got range to them, but they go for defences. That's like 18 potentially slots are using. Then you've got your tanks as well. You're sort of lacking the damage dealers. And I think maybe taking out some gunners, maybe replace them with heavy gunners. Not too sure, they would stay alive longer, but you won't get the damage there. Hello Ankit, nice to see you here. I'll give this one a whirl again, but it's not something I'm comfortable with. But it's good that I try things that's not in my comfort zone. I find that you can become too predictable. You only use one type of composition, and I've been like that in the past, especially Pirate Wars 6, 7 and so on. Just use the same troops, and it seems like it becomes a bit boring. I wouldn't say boring playing Plunder Pirates because I love it, but it is. It's like, well, here we go again. Let's use the bucks. Let's use the gunners. When you mix it up, it becomes more and more enjoyable. I'm good, thank you, Ankit. How are you today? We're gonna need to drop PR. I feel. Look at that, 47,000. Are you kidding me? I need a profit, not a loss. Wow, look at that grog. Oh, are you kidding me? Where's the wave? The wave's coming in from west to east. Could I? I might try something. I don't know how well it would go. I need to try and see if there's an ARRR in it. But going back to, there's one over there. But going back to what Unique Rebel said to me ages ago, and I've done a video on it, using Sky Raiders to farm from dropping PR. There's a potential here. I'm going to try it. I don't want to waste too many gunners, and I don't want to really waste my Sky Raiders. I'm going to have to be very careful. Yeah, I'm not going to go all out for it because they're maxed out walls, but if I can get a storage, that's a good 400 grand. Is there another one? There's 2, 3 in that. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting those. But if we can clear out these buildings, best if we pop the ability. And again, I think that Qingxi is probably the wrong person to use in this instance. If I'm using her in Thunderstruck with my Bucks and Gunners, or Scallywags and Gunners, oh man, she's going to be killer, because I used her last time. There is a video out there that showed that. Right, now we have ditched the tall buildings and gold mines. We have now, this is a problem. So let's go a little bit all out, but not quite all out. We need to take this ARR. I did even spot that. Or we just go and hope for the best that we can just get them all in there in the right direction. There we go. Deploy, 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 deploy. Go, 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 guys. Drop over that wall. There we go. Pop the ability. Oh, there's a few in there. Oh, man, they got blasted by the mortar. But that's how you do it. No ARR, especially if you're not pirate away, or even if they only got one. It's not going to be so bad because it's level 1. But that's how you farm loot. So you could be pirate all 6 and 7. Try the Sky Raider thing. As long as you've got the Rain of Fire, I think it's called, in the academy. That's when they start shooting while they're in the air. And that's how you can farm loot. It's not the best way in the world. Let's see what the grog cost is. So we've got 327,000 grog. But we only spent 33,000 grog. That ain't a bad profit. It's not a bad return when you think about it like that. Yes, it's 6.5 minutes for, let's call it 300,000 grog. Do you think it's worth it? Let me know in the chat below, Ankit and Carlos and whoever else is here. Do you think 300,000 for 6.5 minutes isn't a bad profit? When you could go and raid 1 million in using, let's say, 30, 40 minutes army, and it will cost you 300,000 and plus. So when you click the profit, the profit like that with the grog, is it worth it for 6.5 minutes? You can wait, or you can gem it, however you feel. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's for brutes, right? Yeah, 10%. I don't know if it's just me, the PR I'm at, but where is the loot today? That guy had it, and that's probably why he had it, because I can't get it. Like this guy, pretty decent base. I'm not getting that loot neither. Even the Pirate All 9s, they're not carrying no loot. And it was actually based off of Pirate All 7 design. This one, again, not getting that loot. They're maxed out gun towers, cannons, all the rest of it. Which, as I said before, walls do matter, but also them defences matter as well. Because the walls will keep them out for so long. But if you've got terrible defences, then they're not going to do the work. We need big loot here. We need the millionaire raids. Make me feel happy. Everyone's gone quiet on me. We okay, folks? Everyone's still here. These long bases I've seen, they're pretty clever bases as well. Where is the loot? Come on, guys. Pushing this next button here. We're getting no luck. We can't showcase our Sky Raiders off. Everyone's got their ARRs set out. The wave direction is coming in from east to west this time. You can tell by the way the waves are. Again, if you deploy the Sky Raiders with the flag pointing south, and you've got to deploy from the north obviously, then they'll travel down south. Don't deploy them around here because the ships will just eat them up. So there's no way to get to those storages, unfortunately. Not even there. That would, yeah, the gold mines are in the way. Clever, as again you need to use your gold mines as a tall building. Clever design again. Mortars in the middle. Could we get that loot? Maybe. Maybe not. Got the Grand Panda there. That is a slight issue. I don't think that water's going to allow me... No, it's not going to allow me to deploy in that area there. That's a shame. But it could be clever. I could take out the Legendary Fort, then try and get through to the Grand Panda. Or I'd just come in from another angle, so come in from there. Hope for the best. Let's try hope for the best. I like hope for the best. Let's get a gunner in there. Gunner in there. One in there. One there. Wave direction is coming in from this direction. We need to try and take out Jean de Berry here. Let's try and take on this guild hall too. Let's pop the ability. Again, we don't care about the 3-star, so we don't have to worry about corner buildings. But we will be caring to make sure that you take out all the corner buildings during a thunderstorm, because they will really annoy you. I've not got no guild ship troops. I don't use them if I'm not in a rumble. It's just a waste. Take out the gold mines, get those done. I'd love to try and get into that grand panel. Might be able to sneak it. Can we? Got to be real careful of that ship. Push there. Again, deploy one, see how it goes. If he drops around near that grand powder, that'd be perfect. So he sprung that mystic mine, which is even better now. Can we get down that grand powder? We're getting there, we're getting there. Go on, in you go. Quick, hit it. Don't get stunned, keep hitting. Oh man, one more? Are you kidding me? Should be able to do it now. Don't worry about the ship, just get the grand powder. Go, 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 go. Quick, run. There we are. So we've got one grand pounder scene to. The other one shouldn't be too big of an issue now. We can come in from this angle if you want. Let's just get 5 Sky Raiders in now. So again, I mean, you get used to the way of the rotation. Pop their ability as well. They go crazy on the cannon, like so. Let's get our troops in, because we run out of time again. You will have to obviously speed this up. I'm talking through it, so my mind is distracted on explaining what I'm doing. I don't mind, but when you're actually raiding, that's why I don't do a lot of rumbles through YouTube, because I really need to think, and if I'm having to talk about exactly what I'm thinking, it takes even longer to do it. Sounds crazy, but it's true. We need that princess in there. Come on now, keep her alive. Once she gets in there, I can lock up those mortars. I'm going to do it now. Yes, I got one. I was hoping for 2, but we can't get them all. Got a brute there. Can we get through the walls? Got 30 odd seconds. We want mayhem in there. No good deploying Ching Shi, because she would just take all the gunners away from me, and I need those gunners. Go. Pop the ability. Let's get those defences taken care of. Get the grog storage. 20 odd seconds. We're looking real good, I think, to get all that grog, which means it's worked perfectly for us. If you had guild ship troops, I mean, I could have potentially 3-starred this base, especially with guild ship troops as well. I could have just cleared those buildings out, being a tad quicker. I've took the loot. Don't worry about the gold. I mean, we got that. We got it covered. That was a really, really good raid. And this guy's base was no slouch. Apart from the walls wasn't up to scratch. But the defences were maxed out for that Pirate Hall 10. And that was a clever, clever design. So that worked really well. Ching Shi, if I used her, again, because she doesn't, her buff doesn't work on the Juggernauts, then it's sort of a waste of using her, because she's going to take away my gunners from me, unless I deploy her with the Ghastly Gunslingers, and then use her ability, then deploy the gunners. I didn't need to use it, and we got a fantastic grog return there of 1.1, almost 1.2, and we got a big chunk of gold as well. Not that there's loads there. 206 plunder points, and a 300,000 grog cost. Not too bad at all. Is there any other troop combos you'd like to see me use? I don't mind the Sky Raiders. I've shown a fair bit already. Anyone there? Man, we had 3, we got 1. Is my rates that bad? Surely not. Who's watching? Who's with Civ today? Someone's got to be. We'll try that again, because we've done pretty well with it. I don't like the amount of gunners. I think maybe you'd have to ask for 10 gunners or something. Tenacious, sorry, Witch Doctor's booty. Chances cooldown 20%. Perfect. Wow, we've got 3 again. So we just jumped from 1 to 3 people. Maybe it's a glitch on my side. Stream's healthy. We'll look for the grog again. Try and keep farming it and some gold, whatever. This base, how do we get in? How do we get in? So the wind directions come in this direction. Oh, it would. Yeah, it would. The fault is there. The gold mines are there. Oh, the HPR's there. Both ground pounders are facing the wrong way. You have what looks to be a busted flame gate, so it hasn't been renewed. There's only one layer. Sorry, yeah, one layer of walls there. Might be able to get through that. Most of the defence are facing the wrong way. I think we should really go for that. The legendary fort is covered by the mortar. That's something you have to be aware of. Again, the Sky Raiders is going to be the issue. There's so many cannons there. I just might leave them and maybe use the Sky Raiders to take out the cannons. That'd be the way I think we're going to have to go. Again, let's think about taking out some of these buildings. So Pirate Wall 11, let's see how we go. Let's get our juggernauts in. One there, one there. They're going to get really beaten up by those cannons. So let's stay at our gunners now. Around this area, got one left. Let's get our witch doctor in early. Let's get our bombers in there too. Get our Gassy gunslingers here, because I really want them hitting on those gun towers. Perfect. Pop the ability. Even better, pop the gunner's ability. Once we get through this wall, is when we start to think about getting that process in. Pop her ability now. There we go. So we've got a couple of cannons there, got a couple of gun towers locked up, because we're trying to force our troops through into this little hole now, which is exactly what we need. Can we get the brute in there? Pop his ability. Now that mortar at the back is facing the brute. That's exactly what we wanted. We're in there. Come on, witch doctor. That's it. Pop those skeletons. Get them going. Raid's going well. The loot is coming. We're going to get a 3-star? Hell no. Let's get those in there. Be careful. I know I said about the rocky outcrops. You have to be careful of those. However, it seems to be working pretty well. We use their ability. So we've already got one cannon busted there. Got a bunch of Sky Raiders at the back there as well. Trying to keep an eye on 2 different things at once. Which Doctor's going to beat Hayward. Doesn't really matter. Should have enough in here to get all this loot. Come on now. Loot's there. Perfect. The rest is sitting in the gold mines. Pop the Juggernaut's ability if we can, because he is going to double damage if he gets in there quick enough. Perfect. Defences are all done. Cannons are done there. We've got one gunner left. We're going to 3-star this base, people. We've got it. We've got the out covered. We've got your number. We've got the ship over here too. Run out of troops. A minute left. I think there's enough to do it, personally. Them Sky Raiders are pretty damn good when it comes to damage. So go get some more skellies up. Gunners are popping on that ship. Legendary fort is about to go down. Shark trap's even taken care of there. Pop the ability. There we go, 3 stars. Was not expecting that. That went fantastically well, I think. The flame gate, was that operational? I don't think it was. Pretty sure it weren't. If that was operational, different story. 653 plunder points, or you can call it reef golden green reef. But that's your plunder points. But it is a green reef around it. 1.1 million gold grog. Perfect. Really impressed with that raid. Now, 304,000 grog. I feel, yeah, because we didn't deploy the brute last time, did we? And 1 gunner, so that's what the extra grog is for. Xingxi, didn't need her neither, did we? No. So that was without a legendary pirate too. Feel real chuffed with that. Wasn't maxed out gun towers for Pirate Wall 11, they was for Pirate Wall 10s, but maxed out mortars, maxed out cannons. A really good defence there. And that'll probably go back to the walls. If the walls are better and the traps is rearmed, then different story. That one's for Priestess. 20% toughness, that's quite good. 853. I really like these bases. If they have better walls, I like them even more. Not on the attacking side of things, because you need a lot of bombers. They're segmented. You can deploy it in 2 different army clusters, or try and go in from one direction, take out 1 ground panel, and hope that you can, like for instance, if I come in from this direction, take it out. I'm going to try it. There's not a lot of grog there. It should be enough to cover costs if we're effective enough. Let's get those buildings taken care of. Shouldn't really worry about them, but still. Wind direction. Didn't even check with it. Right, so it is coming from this direction. If I deploy my Sky Raiders from this direction, they will go in. Perfect. Now we're just not really going to worry too much. We're going to get our tanks in there. Get some gunners. Clear the buildings. Once the guild ship and that gold mine goes down, then we can get in our Sky Raiders. And they will take that ground pad out. Maybe even the mortar. What I do is 4 at a time. Go a little bit more to the right, Sib. There we go. So I can get them in now. Especially if I can get them dropping in behind enemy lines. Perfect. Even better. Now deploying this corner here. That's really going to help. Go on, start shooting. Get the mortar taken care of. Mortar's down as well. Perfect. One more Juggernaut. Get the Witch Doctor in. Where are you going, Juggernaut? Get our bombers in this location. Hopefully the Witch Doctor will turn back. Get our gunners in here. The reason I'm going to get them in there is to get our Ghastly Gunslingers in. That's it, Witch Doctor. You've got a brain. Come back to the party. That's it. Because the ground pounders over there, I need to direct my troops so that they're not going to come into this range here. They will go back to that eventually. Let's get our priestess in now. We've taken out all these outlying buildings now and get in there and do what we need to do. Ghastly Gunslinger's ability is pops. They go for defences. Now we've got to wait on these bombers to get through the walls. Got through the walls now. We're in business. Use the Witch Doctor's ability. Pop the Priestess ability there. The ground pound's locked up. Ship's locked up. So it's going to be one less thing for us to worry about. We've got enough tanks, I think, going to be coming into the fold in a second for our gunners to stay alive. Witch Doctor, again, has been stupid. We expect that, though. We're in. We need the rest of this grog. Don't care about the 3 stars. Just get me all those loot. There we go. Mortar's going to go down any second. 2 grog storages to go. Bunch of skillies just been resurrected now. Again, it's quite a clever base, though. Witch has just died. That is a big problem. Don't go and stand in the flame gate. Oh no, that's horrible. I didn't even use the brute. There weren't really much point. I didn't use Ching Shi. Have we got enough here to take the grog storage? Should do. We're out of range. Cannon's gone down. That's great news for us. Let's pop these a bit. Oh man, the bomb. I was hoping to get some speed up on the gold storage. Gunners are still out of range. We've got the loot. We've got it. Pop. It's probably the rest is in that little gold mine now. Never mind. We've got 2-star victory. Got the loot we wanted. And again, oh, he's springing all those mines. Next 2,700 gold just sitting there looking at me. Never mind. Anyone else want to see a different army comp? We're happy with this one. Are you enjoying the Sky Raider usage there? I'm not the best in the world at using them, but you just saw me take out the ground pound. I think there was a Mystic Mortar and a mortar as well, and I used them in 2 different stages. I could deploy all 8 at once, but 8 Sky Raiders all at once I find a bit of a waste, especially some of the time you can deploy them. They get hit by a Mystic Mortar, they go and spring a Mystic Mine because people are using them around the ground pounders. It's quite annoying, especially when you send 8 of them in and they all die for that reason. So you send 1 or 4 in and then you still got the other 50% left, and you can make good use of those. 301,000, no one said about a different army comp, so we go with the one we currently have. It is earning us some good money. Skellywag's abilities there, increased damage done by 5%. We don't have Skellywags in this one. People are mixing Skellywags with Juggernauts as well. I'm not too sure on the ratio that they're using. I'll have to try it sometime, but today is not going to be that day. Need some good loot, because we really need grog. I would like to get the fees up at some point. They've been sitting there a while. I'm not too sure how many more skill tiers they've got to go. Who knows, they might even need 1 more. Don't have a clue. Brutes as well could be the same. Still get messages. Okay, I've got a ton of messages. I think it's all guild related. This would be fantastic, but there's no way I'm getting in this base. Not a chance. That is coming from west to east. Where is there HFYs? Yeah, there's an HFY there. I've got no hope in getting in there. You know what? I'm going to try something crazy. If I can take out them cannons and gun towers, I could get my Sky Raiders in there. Yes, there's HFY there. If I can take out this one, we're going to get that loot. But I can't see it going that way. we can hope. Let's get a few gunners in there. We're going all out. This raid is going to go insane in a minute. Now we're going to get our Ching Shi in there as well, I think, because this is definitely going to be worth it. We're going to pop her ability now. We're going to get the bombers in there. Just deploy them all in there. We want pop that ability there. We want our gunner's ability popping. We need that HFY gone, and anything else. Go on, priestess. There we go, look at a bunch of them defences. We want them gone. There we go. We've got the gold out here. Now is our time to shine, baby. There we go. We can just get a little closer, get that gold storage down. Go, get in that base. If we can get over that wall. Yes, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Pop it. Go, get the grog. There, we're in. The bandits looting the base. We've got a ton of troops left. We are in now. It's havoc time. It's go time, baby. The Grand Panda's in there. Skellies, go. That's it. Perfect. Keep hitting the base. Go on, Juggernauts. Clear the loot. This hasn't been too bad of a raid. I didn't get it all. Didn't expect it all. But to get one and a bit of them grog storages, we got most of the gold. There's another one over there. Weren't really overly bothered about the gold. This guy is going to watch this raid, and he's not going to be the best of moods when he logs in and sees how it was done. That's the way we had to get in there. We had to sort of storm the fort. We earned a 300,000 thereabouts grog profit. We got a million gold. That's more than I thought we actually got in that one. And that worked fantastically well. Considering, again, I don't have max Pirate Hall 10 troops. That is a fully maxed out Pirate Hall 11. Them walls are super tough to get through. The gun towers are maxed. Grand Pandas are maxed. Panning the hell out of my troops too. Ching Shi done a fantastic job, I thought. That was quite clever to help, because the gunners don't always want to target defences over the walls. They can be a real pain sometimes. So by using over the gunners, that allowed them to shoot the defences over the walls, along with the bombers would do that as well. And the ghastly gunslingers don't need a helping hand, they'll shoot over the walls for me. So we had like 3 different types of troops that would shoot over the walls. There's a lot of damage coming in, and we also cleared those buildings out while stampeding the base, allowing my Sky Raiders to push in. I always use wave direction. People use smoke direction. I probably find that's going to be the hardest one to look at, especially when you're in a rush, trying to figure out where Grand Pandas are, mortars are, bunkers are, you name it, legendary fort, how you're going to get there, how you're going to do this, where all the big buildings are if you're using Sky Raiders. Hope I'm not talking too fast here. I'm trying to just get all the information out in one go. Would you like to see any different troops? I see there's 5 different people now watching. Maybe someone else has got a bit of input for me. And I love the interaction. I love when we all here talking and we're discussing various things. Has anyone got a topic they'd like for me to discuss or us to discuss, and everyone can enjoy it? Or have I just got 5 silent people today? Surely not. Not on Sib's channel. We don't have silent people. Anyone? Anyone in chat? Come on, guys. And girls. And girls, guys and girls. Come on now. Someone is definitely got to have an idea. I've already gone over, if you're late, you're going to have to rewatch this stream when I finished, or you can rewind it back. I've already discussed about the Thunderstruck event, base designs, how to plug those puddle bases up. I've gone into discussing the legendary fort. I've gone into discussing plunder points, defending against Sky Raiders, and how to attack with Sky Raiders as well, along with showing you wind direction. So I think that I've covered all bases. I've gone over when the Thunder's due in 4 hours periods, that what legendary pirates use. Me personally, Romeo Boomer during a storm is the best legendary pirate to defend with. Yes, I saw, yes. 1, it is fantastic. 2, I'm of the mindset, I don't want to really get too controversial here. Like, for instance, it was a great score, us vs Red Flag Fleet, right? For Art of Pillaging. But we had Ringer players, which, if no one knows what Ringer is, I'll explain it, but I'm sure you do. Which means that players that don't actually, are not from that guilds, contributed heavily, like you put in 102,000 score. That is a huge Rumble score. Smithy was there, I think 19, 20,000. Heat Miser was 20 odd thousand. Aziri, I think he was about 5, 6,000. So when you add them points up there, that was over half the amount of plunder points. So we would have got like 140,000 score, let's say. So while yes, it was under the name of Art of Pillaging, it wasn't Art of Pillaging, if you get what I mean. So great for MMTX, but it wasn't just their guild that was pulling everyone in to do that. So it's a record, but it's not their record. If they would have done it all by themselves without any ringers, hats off to them. Again, I don't want to start anything, but that's just my viewpoint. Again, we pushed Red Flag Fleet ourselves. We ended up losing 120,000 plunder points. But again, we had Heat Miser and so on. And good afternoon to you too, Hamheads. Nice to see you. What do you think about me talking about Boomer, hyping him up so much? Do you think that my theory is right with the Storm? There's, as long as it's, say you go asleep, you know there's going to be a storm when you're asleep, when you're at work, whatever it be, when you're at school, you're having dinner with the missus, whatever. When that storm comes, it is probably the best pirate to have because of these buffs. But if it's not, and you've got a long stint without a storm, I'd probably go with Ching Shi myself. I just started what? No, what, the stream? No, that was an hour ago. A war. What war have I started? I can't wait to see his reply. Oh, you like Boomer? Right. I wonder what you meant with a war then. I was like, what? Yeah, I love Boomer. Yeah, I mean, I was using him quite a bit. I love Black Bart on defence as well. I think he is a beast on defence. And I used to use him when I didn't have... Yeah, that's the score that MMTX got in their recent Rumble. They wasn't rumbling anyone specific, they just wanted to beat China Bang's previous record. Because it's pretty well known that CB and MMTX don't particularly get along. They're both Chinese guilds. And I don't want to go into the politics behind it. I'm not slating anyone, I'm not here, I don't really care personally what's gone on between them. It's none of my business, doesn't affect me. But yeah, good luck to them both. And also, I have got some friends from China Bang. Yeah. Yes, they probably will. And you know what? If I see it, MMTX, they can have it, mate. There's no way I'm going up against it. I'm probably going ahead and farm and get like a 5,000 plunder point score. You think I'm going out getting a 60, 70,000? Hell no, it's not happening. Right, troop combo. I'm going to try this crazy lineup again. Does anyone want to see me use different troops? I don't mind, we just got quite a bit of grog then. Yeah, I don't get what's going on with this laptop. I think I'm going to have to boot it or something. On this tablet it's showing I've got 4 people watching. On the laptop it's saying I've got 2 people. Maybe we just give that a quick reboot there. Maybe it's lying. You're lying to me, laptop. You need replacing. Wow, look at that Skellywakes. Oh man, you're going to be angry with that one, Hammerhead. 70% reduction in his cooldown of Marrow Shield. That is huge. Oh, just when you're not using Skell, they always do this to me. You want to see Sadie in action? I have had some really good raids with Sadie. Again, I wouldn't say I'm the best user. I wouldn't say I'm terrible. I'm okay at using her. You have to keep Sadie like the other half of the map away from the Witch Doctors because they will hug onto a tower like crazy. And let's actually let's have a quick look. Oh no! I've deployed Ching Shi. Damn it! Okay, never mind. Just end that. No one saw this live stream. I promise no one saw that. Yeah, we're beaten one day. It's probably when they've all quit. And no, I need. Yeah, but I can't come out to recruit the Skellies. That's the problem with the buff menu. The streaking. It's frustrating. That's what I do. It's like, yeah. Normally I moan. I've got a Sky Raider buff. And I've got no Sky Raiders. As soon as I got Sky Raiders, I don't see any Sky Raider buffs. It's just, I'm sure that they're really toying with me, Madoka. It's like, yes, but you're not going to have it. Not today. No one saw the deployment of Ching Shi. Can we all swear that no one, no one saw the Ching Shi deployment in the last battle? Good. It happens to us all. The best one. Oh, good luck with that. The best one is the blooper that I had with with Sadia the goat. It was, oh my god, there was so much loot there. I think it was on my mini account, and instead when I'm trying to deploy my troops fast, I was spamming on the screen, and somehow I hit surrender, and somehow because I was pushing so fast, I hit OK, and I lost it. And it was during the Plunder Time event. I was so devastated. It might even been a main account. Fat Trucker, he was in stitches that day. I was after I calmed down. but during that time I was not a happy bunny. We're at 308 PR. We are struggling a bit to find loot. It's taking quite a bit of clicks and next. Hello you Trouble, where you going? I'm talking to the dog, by the way. He never listens, that is the problem. The wind direction, okay, so it's coming from north to south. We have, really, the ship is sort of in the way. We've got the guild hall there, we've got the grog storage, the tavern. If you use the deployer, about there, but don't forget to sort of wobble a little bit, the Sky Raiders, that could be a bit of an issue getting in there. We're here on YouTube, we've got to try it. We're not going to be able to get that legendary fault. It's sort of too deep in the base. Quite clever actually. We're going to have to come in from this direction, I feel. Yeah, it's good loot, but the problem is, am I going to get it? That's always the question I have to ask myself. Am I capable of getting it? And really, and truthfully, I don't think I am. I've got the ARRR in there as well. The other ARRR there, I've got a Grand Powder over there. It's on short range. So you know what? I may be able to get in this base. I'm going to get real hurt when I get to around sort of the Grand Powder in this region. Is when the Grand Powder is going to kick in on the other side. It's really going to hurt. Now I've got those buildings cleared. Can we get in there? I mean, if I could get from the other side, maybe. Again, we're wasting a bit of time here. But if I can... There we go. Let's use... I didn't even think about it. Let's use the Gassy Gunslingers. The Juggernauts here are tanking the damage for us. We use a few... Ouch. Gassy Gunslingers. Take that cannon out. Take the ARRR out. Then we can get in there. Who knows? This could go really well. Need that ARRR gone by about 1 minute 30 for us to try and get that loot in there. Come on now. That Juggernaut's doing a fantastic job. We're going to have like 2 tanks less than we should have. Let's try and go in from this angle here. Let's get the Witch Doctor in. Get our bombers in. Nice and early. Let's get our gunners in. Maybe get our brute in that direction. Let's get some more Gassy Gunslingers in. As soon as that gets dropping, like so, go. I want to get that Grand Powder, try and get that down if I can. There we go. Perfect. Get the Gunslinger's ability. Let's get the Skellies going. Some more gunners. Don't go there, Priestess. You're being silly. Don't go for the ship. We need to get through that wall. We're hurting bad. Let's lock up the ship, because that's going to be a problem. Get the gunner's ability going. Can we get the rest of that grog? I don't think so. That Grand Powder's hurting too much. And now the Gassy Gunslinger's going to go backwards. I really do despise the AI at times. And that, now look at them. Oh, that's destroyed. Let's come back round here again. That's great. The Witch Doctor's abilities just come up. We can get a bunch of skellies in a second if he hurries up. There we go. For all our gunners die. Priestess couldn't quite trigger her ability quick enough. Let's use the Brute's ability. Try and get those gun towers facing that Brute for a second. Oh, that's hurting. Look at all them skellies in there. Oh man, we got some loot. Didn't get it all, but oh yeah, we got some. That'll do. 41%. Don't care about the win. Perfect. I'm going to try and change this comp. Oh man, it's less loot than I thought. Damn it. Still profit. Actually, we're going to go this one more. If we can get it. Why don't you use... When farming, again, the event's due on Wednesday. Today, Monday. Yeah, I'm not too confident in using the LPs. I've got a lot of them. But when I'm farming, I find they're a waste. I could use them on defense if I wanted to. I like to try and keep them all pretty healthy. So when I decide to do a rumble, especially, I have all my LPs here waiting for me. But farming is all about going and getting the loot, and if you are on the game for a period of time, say you've only got an hour in the evening to play Plunder Pirates, fine, use your LPs. But when you've got more time, if I'm on for 4 hours, 20 stamina is not going to last me too long, especially attacking the way that I do. The stamina be gone in no time, and I get through so many legendary pirates. Yeah, Matt McCracken, he's level 11, level 12 for me. So we're going to get this one, then try and get the bandit's chest. And then we'll change the comp up, because I feel like I want to try Scallywags, if I'm honest. And I know everyone probably loves Scallywags now. Yeah, I like using him when using some form of Boogoo. And same with Corny the System, especially Greenbeard, because he's so quick, he's so tough. He's actually like a massive meat shield for me while my bucks or scallywags are running in there right, and then you've got the gunners in behind. And that's a good thing about the Witch Doctor too, because Greenbeard's a close combat one, the Witch Doctor will stick with the gunners. Oh hello Grog, we're going for this. But if it's Sadie the Goat, the Witch Doctor's going to hug on to Sadie the Goat, and because she's got such a long range, all the skellies that's jumping around like jelly, they don't get resurrected. And that is a big problem. Then you have to try and judge Sadie the Goat's ability. Grand Pounder there. Where's that second Grand Pounder? I have no idea. It's got to be around here somewhere. It's not hiding. Where's your second Grand Pounder? Don't tell me you don't have a second Grand Pounder. You must. Right, one there. Yeah, I see it now. Pirate All, and one there as well. We can come in from a direction. Wind direction, I think. These tall buildings are in the way. Maybe we can get to them. Maybe. Always use maybe. Let's get a few or two. Ghastly Gunslingers. Again, they target defences. Makes sense. Now they're stunned. That's not really helping matters. Oh, you're really triggering off my traps here, Juggernaut. You're not helping at all. We can try and use another Juggernaut. We'll be okay. Let's just use away Ghastly Gunslingers, because this Juggernaut's driving me crazy right now. If they can take out a few of these defences, allow me to get into the Grand Pounder, maybe the mortar down because of the bunkers there. Who knows? We could get away in the space. I'd ideally like to only... Oh, wow! Get in there, Ghastly Gunslingers. They've done their job. Makes me a happy man. Can we take out any more buildings? Leave them to that now. We're coming from another direction, we're coming from here. We've got our last 3 Juggernauts left. Space those out. Witch Dots are in. Let's get our Bombers in there too. Let's get our Gunners in. Try and keep these all clumped together. Pop their ability. We've got to deploy our other Juggernaut there, silly mate. Priestess is in. Now can we get our Brute here? Pop his ability. Mortar's now distracted. That's exactly what we wanted. Everything's going to well over there. Pop the Priestess ability. 2 gun towers there are locked up. Can we now get in our Sky Raiders into that location? Go left a little bit. Come on now, get in there. Take out that mortar if we can. Perfect. Dropping any second now. That's taken care of. Can we come in from this direction? Take care of these few cannons. Deploying right in the corner there. They're going to drop in there in a second. Pop their ability. There you go. Cannons taken care of. Mystic Mortar, can that get taken care of too? Think so. We're looking fantastic now. 50 odd seconds. Enough time? Maybe. Maybe. Can we come in from another little angle? Try and get that last gold mine. That's going to be carrying some loot for us. 3-star? Probably not. All the loot? Maybe. Get the Juggernaut's ability popping. Not really much to shoot us now. Got a bunch of skellies in there. We have, or about to have, all the loot here. Exactly what we wanted. Fantastic. Has anyone learned anything about the Sky Raider usage in these videos? If you joined late, not really seen too much, then just say, arrived too late, didn't see. Sorry. Come on, 10 seconds. No, we're not swimming across. We've got no Michael Phelps in the team. That's a shame. That's pretty good. If I would have been a bit more decisive with the Ghastly Gunslingers to start with, different story maybe. 303 PR, wow. Thank you very much. I hope you do, and I hope others do as well. We've still got 3. I don't know why my laptop's really playing out. I keep saying I've got less viewers than what I've actually got. Or maybe that's telling the truth and the tablet's lying. The problem is, I've got so much knowledge up in the brain, is that some of the things that I think are easy, like Gus, our new member, Gus G14 he's called, he didn't know about the multiple research in the academy. I only learned that from watching the channel. Because I've known that for quite some time, I will forget to mention something like that and just expect people to know. It's only when I'm doing things people go, ah, he hasn't said that, but yeah, I can see that now. And as I say, I've got so much information up there, it's sometimes hard to pull it all out, and hopefully people can sort of pinpoint it and pick it out, and likewise say in chat when they spot something. Some people might be embarrassed too, and I don't think anyone should ever be embarrassed to learn something at any pirate level, even if they're maxed out. Like, I didn't know that. Well, good, they've learnt something. Been a productive day for them. Like me, I don't know everything about the game, and I've said that to everyone I spoke to. I don't know everything. I know a lot, but not everything. And if there's something that someone out there can teach me, I'm all ears. If they teach me, I can teach other people. Like the legendary fort, bringing legendary pirates with a buff outfit, and you don't have to deploy them. I actually learnt that off of Heat Miser. I asked her, because I heard the rumour that that was the case. Yes, we can come out of this. Perfect. And she told me, so there is things that people do teach me. I'm not sort of unteachable. And here is Sip's new layout if no one was able to see. One of my members, JR, John Roger, he was saying it looks like Millennium Falcon. That's something from Star Trek. If you don't know what that is, go and Google it. When you look at it for a little bit, you actually look at it and go, oh yeah, especially from that sort of angle there or there, it looks like a Millennium Falcon. And he said, what are you going to name your base? I think we're going to have to name it Millennium Falcon. Hopefully it defends pretty well. I might have to tweak the ground powders. Now, let's go with troops. Is there any troop combo that you want to see me use? I've done 5+ raids there for Carlos with these Juggernauts and Ghastly Gunslingers. I used the Sky Raiders because I wanted to educate people about Sky Raiders and how to use them. As said, I'm not perfect at using them. I've got a good idea about them, but still more practice needed. Ankit, you're the man. Come on. What do you want to see me use? Anything in particular? I really feel like, personally, Scallywags for me. I have to get a video today. Even if it's one raid, I've got to use Scallywags. Has to be done. You've gone quiet on me, so I'm just gonna use my Scallywags. Not listening to anyone, I'm having Scallywags. 25 Scallywags I think we're going for. Again, our trusty Witch Doctor. I wonder. Yes, let's think about this. 12 bombers. Puts me up to 39. 2 of them put me up to 49. 21 gunners. Where's my tanks? Oh, the Scallywags. Come on, Sib, wakey. Okay. Will that be enough? Maybe. Problem I'm going to have is the Witch Doctor's going to hug onto the heavy gunners. I have to be super careful there with their deployment, busting through walls, because one told to the left or right, they're just going to bang through walls. And at one point, heavy gunner was my favourite troop. Not so much now. Becoming real problematic. Right, let's get rid of Ching Shi. Sorry, Carlos. Ching Shi's got to go. For this reason, I can't use heavy gunners and Sadie the Goat, because I'm going to have such a problem with Witch Doctor. I will be pulling my hair out. And I don't have much of it left. I really don't. Black Bart. Do we use Black Bart? Someone will see a bit Black Bart involved. Matt McCracken, Jean de Berry, you name it, I'll play it. Ah. Da 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 da. He's just had a thought. Yes, Sib is going to pull out the Annabelle. I have got horrible visions here of it getting absolutely wayward, but I've got to try it. Let's dump our gold into walls. I've got about 6. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. 6 walls left to dump gold into for this section here, and then obviously got the big round square thing left to do. A couple of bricks there, perfect. We're slowly getting there with the walls. The defences are going pretty well. Obviously, 3 works all the time working on defences, and 1 work at 3 for my walls. That's exactly what you should do. If you only got 3 builds, then have 2 on defences and 1 on walls. It makes perfect sense. Especially when these big events come up, like the Plunder Pirates event, you need that gold to dump into walls. Get them legendary pirates upgrading if possible, and get all those academy and voodoo huts going as well. This is a base similar to what we saw earlier in the Thunderstruck event. This is going to become a puddle base. You'll be able to deploy your troops in this section here and go straight through the walls. I would personally still clear out the gold mines first, just in case for some reason they get the dumb and want to come back down through southwards and ruin your raid. I'm going to push next because there's not enough loot there. 368. This would be perfect for a rumble. It really, really would. I'm not in one, unfortunately. And also, I want to say, them plunder points, they actually go towards your monthly leaderboard score as well. So if you wanted to try and get on the leaderboard, then try and attack people your own pirate or higher, and especially pirate rank comes into play as well. Like, Sib's not taking on this base. There is no way. Again, the waves are coming in from west to east, left to right. We have no Sky Raiders now. I'm pretty sure I didn't. Yeah. Again, look at that. I mean, I'd take that base on with in a rumble. Oh, hello. This is it. This is the one. We have He Who Shall Not Be Named defending, and his buffs, increased damage from the mines, and hit points of gun towers. Well, we don't want that because they are quite beastly gun towers there. We've got a lot of buildings out here, another gun tower there. It's a maxed out gun tower sitting there. I've only found 1 ground pounder so far, and 2 ground pounders. Alright, we're just coming from that direction. Let's see to this gun tower first, and this bunker. Yeah, we're going to have to come in from an angle. Going to be a bit of a pain, really. We should be okay. Now, the problem is with Annabelle. We need these gunners to die when we're going to go in from the other angle. So we're going to have to wait, and if one of these come over here and start messing around, it's really going to mess us up with Annabelle. And I can see that happening. I really can. Come on. No! There's 2 of them gone the wrong way. Let's use 1 heavy gunner. We're going to need that. Help me out here, heavy gunner. If there's anyone that can 1v1 a gun tower, it is the heavy gunner. As long as he stays out of range, and he should have pretty good range as well if we clear those 2 out. To take out the legendary fort without being hit. Come on, heavy gunner. I know you got good HP, but not that good. Look at that. It's just tearing that gun tower apart. Guild ship's taken care of. Oh, now the gun tower. Now the pirate all's hit me. This is really not going too well. Go on. Go on. Go on, you can do it. Couple more shots. 1 more. He's moved out of the way. Whee! Now we've got to quickly get rid of these buildings. That's fine. We're going to start stacking our troops into this section. We're going to get our bombers. Come on now. Don't worry about the tavern. Let's go. Spin back round. Perfect. In there. Bombers! Come on, you've got a wall there. Don't be retarded all the time. Get a gunner in there. Let's get a Skellywags in here. Now they all should go the right way. That's it, bombers. You've got the story. Get a heavy gunner in there. Try and get Annabelle. I know she's going to go off to these guns to the left or somewhere, somehow. She always does. Oh, wow, she's in there. Use her ability. Wow, that's it. Wreck-It Ralph, we're in there. The mortars are done. The Mystic Mortar, it's happening. Annabelle's gone. That's fine. She's done what exactly I needed her to do, which is a lot more than she normally does. We've got 3 gunners left in here. Let's try and come through this angle. Get those couple of cannons. Pop the ability. We're looking good for the loot. We are looking real good for the loot. Witch Doctor, I need you in there. Oh, just done it in time with a few scallywags. Again, because he hugs on the gunner there, big problem. Looking what happened. We're running out of time. Go on, heavy gunner. Pop your ability. Almost run out of gunners too. Got gunners off to the side. Nice of you to show up, my dear. Thanks again. Oh no, don't go with them gunners over there. Oh, here we go. We've got a chunk of the grog now. The gold is slowly coming. We're taking shots off of the pirate ship there. Not the best raid. We've got half decent loot though. We've got the majority of it. 308 PR. Grog, 1 million. We'll take that. Not millionaire raid, but I always love to see a million grog on the boards. 2 people. Who have we got with us? Ankit, are you there? Have you lost connection? You still with me? 431,000. Really? I'm meant to be farming. Not throwing my loot away. Right, the time. I'm gonna have to in 10 minutes. I'm gonna have to take a small break. I need to turn lights on. It's getting a bit dark here. It is that time of day. Everyone's gone real quiet on me. This is like one of the quietest live streams I've had. Where is everyone today? And I've had midweek ones before, so I know they're good ones. I think people need to start hitting that notification bell on Sib's main page on YouTube, and that will notify you whenever there's a live stream just started, or whether there's been a new video released. Gunners, perfect. 5% toughness. I'd rather have the damage. Beggars can't be choosers. Let's see if we can find another juicy base, because our army cost has gone up. 858,000 now. I'll tell you what we haven't done in a while. We haven't just gone and stampeded a base. Maybe that's what we need to do. Stop being so tactical, Sib. Just throw them in there. See what they can do. And sometimes I do. I feel like, and I've said this in a previous live stream, I feel like sometimes I forget how to raid. You try different ways of raiding, like put them in a big line, put them all in one area, try and stampede, try and be tactical, and on certain days it just feels like your raids are not going to plan no matter what you try. That would have been a great Sky Raider base, because there is no big buildings blocking in here. I mean, I could have got the 2 grog storages and a gold storage, and the grogs, well, you're looking at over 800,000 now. Oh, damn, not having Sky Raiders. That is the nature of the beast. Wow, look, that's a strange looking layout. We could be clever. Try to be clever anyway. We don't want to worry about the win. We're not going to use our heavy gunners. We're going to use our... We're even going to worry about the... Yeah, we'll go for the legendary fort. We're just going to use our gunners, scallywags, and the witch doctor. Probably not even the bombers. We're going to try and save grog cost there. So you can do that too. We have, what's that, 46 cap? That should be more. I mean, we can even use Annabelle since she's so useless. We can use Annabelle to help us out, earn some grog here. As soon as this legendary fort goes down, let's pop the ability now. Let's start thinking about clearing some buildings if we can. Using these gunners. Get a gunner in there. Again, because you're taking out corner buildings, Annabelle's going to go walkabouts. So we probably won't use Annabelle. The legendary fort is taking a little longer than I'd like. Let's get another one in there. And typical. Can we get another gunner just there? Leaving me 15 gunners now. I'm going to get that taken care of, because then mines are going to hurt the HP of the gun towers, for he who shall not be named are buffed. The scallywags are going to be our bombers. We're going to use them to drive into the base. Again, we're not using the witch doctor, so we've got to depend on their ability getting through these walls. We're going to use a big majority of the guns. I want to keep a few back. I'm not going to use the scallywag's ability yet. I'm going to wait till the mortar comes in. Get our last 3. Try and get that mortar taken care of. Perfect. That's done. Them 3 guns have done what they needed to do. We've lost a few scallywags already. Need to try and take care of that bunkers that's really going to start shredding my poor troops. When we try to get through these walls after taking these grog distilleries out is when I'm going to start thinking about popping their ability, like now. So they're getting stunned, they're getting hit by mortars now. So I want a reduction in damage incoming, and that ability aids in that. Ground power is taken care of, grog storage is about to go. Mortars gone. There's now no mortars left to defend with. We've used just scallywags and gunners. We've used no witch doctor. We've used no bombers, no heavy gunners. We used just over half an army to get the job done, and that's going to reduce grog cost and also recruitment time as well. 1 star, we're not ever going to 3-star it with that cap, especially without using the witch doctor. We're not going to bother about the last 40,000, I don't think. Depends where the scallywags are going to go, how long they can last. There's 2 of those left, we're going to end the battle. That's it, job done. 630,000, I'm going to guess that army just cost me 97,000 grog. Okay, about an extra 30,000 more. But still, we just earned over 600,000 grog for 130,000. And what's the recruitment time? 21 minutes, that's not too bad. Not as good as the one earlier, we're at 600,000 grog for 6.5 minutes. But still not too bad. I mean, that's roughly half the time of my full army. And that would have to take me to 1.2 million. Makes sense? One person. Where are all my lovely people today? Where are you? Everyone's gone and left Sib. Sib's now talking to himself. Surely someone's out there. Someone wants to talk and listen to Sib. Tenacious heavy gunners. Toughness 5%. Toughness by 5% on the tenacious gunners. Right, we need another base, nice and juicy grog again, and that will probably, another mill will definitely get us something going in the academy for sure. This is another 1 mil. Let's have a look. So we have ground powder and ground powder. That is a bit of an issue. Where's the 3rd grog storage? I'm not seeing it for some reason. That's all the way over there. Yeah, probably won't bother that base because 2 grog storages, 800,000 for a full army is not really ideal. I thought it was a grog storage and I was about to get excited. This again would be a perfect rumble base because the walls are low level, and although the defences are okay-ish, they're a little low, you should be able to flatten the base with no issues. 1.2 million grog. I've seen a lot of bases like this. I don't know, for me this seems super hard with all the defences clustered together. It seems like impossible. Maybe if you had a massive long line of priestesses, that base is easy to take out, but we don't. Every base can be beat with the right army composition. It's just obviously having the right army composition for that base. 442,000. 386, we get lower. 1.2 million. It's just 2 grog storages there. Ground powder, ground powder. We need to really come in from this angle. Can we do it? Zib's gonna try. We're gonna let Boomer. You're going Boomer. We're gonna try and get this fantastic grog. Not like that though, guys. Let's spin back round. That's it. Let's concentrate on Boomer. Again, we need these guys to die. If we're going to use Annabelle successfully at this rate, we need her to die. In the meantime, though, we can deploy our gunners, like so, and start to take out these buildings. Just about to be hit by that ground pounder. Pretty clever. I need to try and figure out an angle. Something like that. If we can take out these outhouses. Oh, and the bunkers there covering it. Very clever. Pay attention, Sib. Romeo Boomer has been taken out. And so has those gunners, by the looks of it. As soon as this one gets taken out, I think, in the bottom corner here, or at least takes out some of these buildings for me, we can start to drive inwards into that base. And use Annabelle to help us get in there. This Voodoo Hut's taking forever. Come on now. That's it. Take care of this tavern if we can. No. We're going to have to guess now. Well, not guess, we're going to have to just be damn good. Okay, we're coming from an angle here. I've got to be real careful of that over there. I want to try and come in from this angle here with a heavy gunner too. Now we start to deploy some scallywags there, but now we get a big cluster here. Let's get Annabelle in. Go, get the Witch Doctor in. I'm going to try and get my bombers in, like so. I want a reduction. There we go. Pop her ability, so we don't want that mortar pounding my poor troops. Pop the ability, get the heavy gunner going too. In a big cluster, go. Everything. Heavy guns are all utilised. They're gone. How the hell does the Witch Doctor die so quick? I have no idea. Annabelle, we really need you now. Go on, bombers. Go on, gunners. Go on, scallywags. That's it. Do some healing. Do something. You're getting the loot. We should get the loot. Keep the scallywags alive, or the bombers alive. We're going to have this in the bag. There's a ton of bombers here on the left side. That mortar over there. Oh man, that's going to hurt. Wow. Let's pop the ability. There we go. Oh no, you've gone past the bombers. Where you going, girl? Oh man, we're losing them. We're losing them. We've got most of the loot though. We've got one bomber. Is it one bomber remaining? Oh man, you're the best. You're not the best. We lost all our troops. Where are you going? Why would you fly to the corner? There's no one left. You're crazy. We've not got the win, but we got the guy's loot. And here we have 1.2 million grog. I'm not going to complain. At 49%, that's not a loss. That's a win. In my books, that is a definite win right there. Oops, sorry, it's the mic. That's my arm swinging around aggressively. Sorry if it just deafened you there. 1.2 million grog. Perfect. 396,000. Not too bad considering we just got 1.2 million grog. Against a maxed out... Oh, no, it wasn't maxed out. The mortars wasn't maxed out, right. But the walls are pretty tough. So was the defences. Let's try another base. Oh, we've got to open our bandits chest. How can we forget? Also, there is a game. I'm in a chat app called Slack Chat. And I've been posting pictures, and I want to go over the rules of the game shortly with you guys, and we can play this game together. Each time I can upload a video or live stream, we'll make sure that's the first thing we do in a video. And I'll explain the rules and everything in a second. It's just a bit of fun, by the way. Also, if anyone in America or Europe wants to get their hands on a Plunder Pirate figurine, then write in the comments below hashtag PP figurine or hashtag PP figure, one of those two, and I'm gonna put you into a draw with a random name picker, and you could potentially win that Plunder Pirate figurine. You'll see me do a live draw as well, so there'll be no cheating involved. No, we're going to use an app for that. It's a free app as well, which is going to be even better for me. Again, in the comments below, hashtag PP figurine or hashtag PP figure. And then we'll put you into the prize draw. We're going to be running it for about a week because no one's actually written down apart from Ankit, who cannot get the PP figurine. But in the future, hopefully, we'll do where I pay out of my own pocket and I pay to ship it worldwide. We'll think about that one. But for now, I just want to see how this goes for the free postage. I would think there should be a better interest that way, maybe. So I'm trying to... Come on, where is the loot? I know we're just, you know, we're taking most of it. Taking like 1 million ago. Why has no one else got over 1 million? Sid wants it. This has 1 million. Although, this probably shouldn't be doable. Especially those walls as well. Where's all the grog storages? 2 there. Where's the third one? And 1 there. Where's the ground pounders? 1 there. And 1 facing that way. Oh man, I'd have to come in the back route. And the flame gates are there. Hell no, I'm not facing that. Not today. Sibs of chicken. This would be a superb rumble rival. And you see the difference from being below 300 PR now, 296. So because I'm below 296, I've lost effectively 73 plunder points on a pirate or 11. That's quite a bit for dropping 4 pirate rank. So try and keep your pirate rank in an area that you can manage the bases. I know I've not done, I don't think, any 3 stars today. Maybe 1. But this isn't about 3 starring today. This is just about having some fun with various troops and getting loot that we need. That's what you should be doing. It's not about fancy raids. It's about wow. Where's the walls? Oh right, there's walls. I was thinking, where are the walls at? Why you got no walls? They're not the best walls in the world, but still, that is a crazy layout. I'd love to see how the AI reacts. If he had another 400 grand of each, I would test it. But he doesn't. Academy level 5? 4, 5 that was? That's like a Pirate 5. I have so many... What is going on? I've got messages here pinging like crazy. I can't read more. I've got about like 20 messages. I think it's my line app. Everyone's talking on there. Yes, super sociable person. If you have line app or you use Slack chat, let me know, guys. Also, you can have me on my Facebook as well. It is somewhere on my YouTube channel. Feel free to add me, and I'll be happy to talk to you when able. Where's the loot? Come on, we've dropped pirate rank here. There should be a little bit more. I've even seen pirate 8 now. And we see a pirate 10 with no loot. Wow, Sib sucked up all the loot. This is quite clever. This is different. If only the storages are outside, I'd be even happier. But they're not. That'd be a puddle base come Funstruck event. Quite clever with the shark trap in the middle there. How often do you guys hit next? And who? Oh no! Oh no! I almost hit the wrong button. You meant to hit that one. Low video quality. 2 people watching. Who have we got watching? Someone tell me in the chat. Unless you're not subscribers. Yes, I think you can only write in chat if you're signed into an account. If you're not signed into an account, then I don't think you can comment. And that's probably why you've gone silent on me. 922 grog. Can we get it? That's a lot of hard work just to get some grog. There's easier bases out there, surely. This one's got hardly any grog. 265. I'm going to make this my last raid. I'm going to pause the video, so I'm not going anywhere. It's probably just, I don't know, show you a picture or something, I don't know. Just so I can turn all the lights on in my house. It's looking a bit dark here. I'm feeling a bit like a caveman. I'm in the man cave. Yeah. Need some grog. Every man cave needs his grog. And every caveman needs his grog too. That's quite a clever design. Wow. I wonder how that works. Why have you got no more loot than that? I've tested it. I love base designs. That looks really, really clever. Something similar to I've seen on Clash of Clans, but the AI works differently to Clash of Clans. So I'd be really intrigued to know if anyone has tried a base like this or has had a base like this. Does this work? Especially better walls as well. I imagine it worked even better. Right, grog. Nope, nope. It's very similar to what I've seen before. There's a lot of gold. There's a lot happening in this base. It's sort of all at your face at once. No, we want grog. Wow. Still again? Where's the loot? 1.1. Can we get it? I bet both your grandpas are facing the same direction. How did I know this? How did I know? We're going to try it, hell. I'm going for it. Sib is not playing around. We've looked long enough and hard enough. Take out the Sadie the goat. That would really help. Don't worry about the outhouse that's hiding. Okay, get that as well. Take out the Sadie the goat. We're just going to bust straight through these walls. We're not messing around. Flame gates popped. Mystic mines popped. Perfect. We may have to, I don't know, try and figure out them gun towers because they're going to hurt me bad. Real bad. Say to the goat, you need to go. While she's slowly being destroyed, I will take a sip of my drink. And then start to get away into this base. Right, good, good. Come on guys, where you going? Let's get some scallywags. Let's get our... There we go. Can we? Stay with the group. Stay with them. Go. That's it. I knew it. Damn you, Annabelle. You're useless. Pop their ability. Get in there. Need my tanks. There we go. Get them popping. Get everything in there. Just all the group. Pop everything. No, don't go away, Annabelle. I want your ability over here. Right, gun towers are popped. And another one. Ground pounder's gone. Cannon's gone. Mortar's gone. I want the grog gone. Stay there, witch. No, 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 don't, no. Where you going? Where you going? Oh man. Oh, where you going? Well, steady. Pop your ability. Do something. There we go. Lock up some stuff. Heavy gunner. I choose you. Pirate, get it done. That's done. Perfect. Now let's start focusing on... there we go. 1v1 that gun tower. Kick his backside. Maybe not. It'll kick yours instead. Keep these troops alive, please. Annabelle, Witch Doctor. One thing I'm asking you. Where are you going? Get that grog. We can do this. All troops are clustered together. They've got a Witch Doctor. And, ouch, that hurts. And they've got Annabelle. Things can only get better, as the song says. No 3-star, don't care. Just get me all that hurts, all remaining loot. Go on, Annabelle, you the girl. Don't listen to anyone else. I know they say bad things about you. I swear it wasn't me. Oh man, it's hurting. She's gonna die in a second. Quick, before she dies. Oh, that'll do. Oh man, she almost went. 1.1 million grog. Yeah! If the couple of troops up the end there died a bit quicker, I couldn't wait for them to die because it would have been a while before they died. I needed to get in through that wall. We did eventually. We used the heavy gunners on the left sides. Maybe I could have deployed them a bit sooner, but needed the gun towers to focus on something else. And they, because they got so much power behind them, they took out them gun towers pretty damn quick. Well, that pirate all destroyed, and them could proceed to push inwards. Annabelle, if she would have stayed with that group early on, that would have been a powerful attack. Still wouldn't have got the 3-star because of the buildings on the other side, but would have done a little bit better. Again, 1.1 million, can't complain with that one. We're going to come out of that one. We're going to dump a grog, and we might even just end the episode because we have been going an hour and 46 minutes. So an hour and 46 minutes for your precious time, people. 7.5 million grog, perfect. We have, yes, one day tomorrow the Juggernaut finishes. That's something I've got to bear in mind. Just quickly together go through and see what I have left to do. Well, we've got a ton of stuff left in there. We hardly touched that. That's right, we was behind on our Juggernauts. The Juggernaut's got a way to go. That's the mortar, cannon crusher, an extra 50% damage. There's quite a bit of damage in this one, a bit of toughness. I've hit the wrong button now. My apologies. Let's 101 messages. Are you kidding me? We've either had a lot of requests, or there's a lot of chatting, or there's a lot of both. Aaron, slowly, we're going to have one more to do so. Then he's max for Pirate all 10. That's pretty impressive. Real impressive. Heavy Gunner, let's jump onto you. Let's go along. So we've got the Destroyer class there. Free sailing. Gun towers. I mean, he's already shredding gun towers, but an extra 40%. Man, that's going to pack a punch. So we'll do that. We'll go on to the 10 damage. I was about to say 10%, 10 damage. We'll go on to the last toughness, then we'll go back and go through those. Got quite a bit left to do in there. It's going to be quite a few weeks, a couple of months, something like that, to get him done. The bomber, let's have a look, see how much to go, because I'm using him in my Salian army. We're going on the wall breaker. Yes, it's going to make a big difference. We've got 4 more to do after that, and sea serpents on there. That will help against sea serpents, because man, they've been kicking my backside a little bit. Sky Raiders got him started earlier today. How much more left to do on him? So a few more. It's Mortar Massacre, 50% damage. That will really help. I'm about halfway through doing most of this stuff, unless they've had a few things to do. There's a lot to do in that faith. There's another 20 damage there, an extra 25 toughness. So quite a bit to do on that. Brute, slow going. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's 5 more to do on that. On him, I'm more concerned about toughness. The Gunner, trusty Gunner, and we'll go through the Voodoos in a bit as well. We have 2 more to do after this, and Bunker Buster is going to be real beneficial at 50%. Man, they're so tanky. Them bunkers really need them guns packing the punch. Oh, didn't spot that. 5% now. Oh, sorry, +5 toughness and the Calamari King. Perfect. Buccaneers, our little bucks. They have what left to do now? That's Bunker Buster, 80%, that is major. Sea Serpent again, and another 8 toughness. Pretty tanky, pretty good. I like that. You know I love my bucks. Yes, I do. Voodoo Hut. Let's have a look at this one. Ghastly Gunslinger finishes tomorrow. Perfect. We are. And then again, I did leave a couple of these from last part. The 4 damage isn't that major. The 10 toughness is. But considering we're on the range boost, so he's now going to have a 6 range. Next Academy gets another one. But the one we're focusing on now is the Power of Voodoo, because it gets to be resurrected 50%. So, I mean, once the Ghastly Gunslingers die, you can resurrect them again. And hey presto, we've got Ghastly Gunslingers back. We'll concentrate back on the top line. It's an extra 20 damage, another 10 toughness. Then we'll come back to these other ones after. Got quite a bit of work still to do on the Ghastly Gunslinger. I think Witch Doctor's not got that much more to do, if I'm honest. So one more to do on him. That's going to be real helpful. Scallywags, 2 days left on that. We have... Where have we gone? We missed some stuff. Yeah. So we have the Bunker Buster, plus 20 damage. Get the toughness. Because he's my tank, I don't want to focus too much on damage. He's my meat shield. So we'll do that one after. Then we'll go back to the extra 15 damage he's going to have as well. So that will make a big difference. Especially chugging through those walls or onto those defences in the swarm. That's really, really going to help. Again, that could be another few weeks away yet. Maybe less, because it's actually quite a low. Like 4 days or something, I think. Priestess. Destroyer class. We managed to catch up from her Voodoo level 5 stuff. We're going to get on to, I think it's Mort Massacre. If I can tap it. There we go. Mort Massacre. Extra 30 damage. Extra 30 toughness. She is already a damage machine. That is just major. Damage is insane. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We've gone through those. We've gone through a lot today in this episode. A lot for you guys to digest. Let's actually dump some of this grog now. I guess we'd have to put it into the thief. Yeah, I guess so. And then we can start to practice using her in mass. Let's get her damage there. Perfect. Hope you enjoyed this episode all. Thanks for watching.